Prior to my diagnosis, I was in and out of the hospital for flu-like symptoms, cold, catarrh, sore throat, cough, persistent cough. Usually they give me this cough medication. It goes down and then it comes back again.
In the bustling city of Accra, where the vibrant hues of life usually dominate, Betty Smith Afful's world turned grey in May of 2019. A mother of 3 boys and a school administrator, Betty's life was suddenly overshadowed by an unseen adversary.
First diagnosis was lymphoma, B-cell lymphoma. So when my husband got it, he brought it home. And to be honest, my first reaction was like, that's not my reports.
As her health deteriorated, Betty's doctor suspected a heart condition, but she was not convinced. She felt something was wrong. Without her doctor's approval, she went and got herself an X-ray. The X-ray revealed a 10-centimeter tumor in her chest, fluid collecting in her left lung, and fluid buildup around her heart.
He saw that my heart looks a bit bigger than the normal size, but with the X-ray you might not see any details. It's a bit cloudy. And then my left lung looks like it's all white. There's nothing inside. So he quickly asked us to go and do the CT scan. After the CT scan was done, we got the result. He shook his head and he called my husband. And he said that what he's seeing is not good. And he wouldn't advise us to even go back home. And that he should quickly take me to cardio. They've seen a tumor which was sitting on my heart. And that has caused the heart not to function well. There's pericardial effusion, there's water around the heart. They saw 1 tumor in my kidney.
The diagnosis was swift and devastating. She was referred to the Cardiothoracic Center at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Betty's journey strive for survival began from this center. Betty's case was a challenge for doctors at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. The tumor was advanced and they had limited options. The doctors recommended radiotherapy at the Sweden-Ghana Medical Center, where a heartbreaking revelation awaited her.
So the doctor looked at it and he was like, it's difficult for them to go in there and do that procedure. But looking at me, I have very short time, barely 2 weeks, because the cancer had advanced and there's little that can be done to save me.
However, hope arrived in the form of an email from an Indian hospital. But it came at a price, a whopping $12,000 deposit and immediate travel to India.
Thanks be to God, a hospital in India responded and were like, I should report there as soon as possible, looking at the medical report that they received. He added my X-rays and then CT scan reports to it.
In India, a new chapter of her life began, marked by countless tests and a definite diagnosis. Stage 4 primary mediastinal B-cell lymphoma, resulting in cycles of grueling therapy.
It was a problem because I needed to quit my job. I needed to stop everything that I was doing to earn meet, to be able to fly with her to India to go get her saved. You know, so it was not easy. At the airport, she was denied entrance into the plane because you could see physically that she is a dying person. This is someone who is dying, you know. And then in the plane, the encounter in the plane was horrific. And then at the transit point, you know, she had her neck swelling, you know, getting closer to the head. I mean, the head and the neck were all becoming one.
This therapy only used on 2 other patients. She was told she could die during therapy. Betty then underwent successful surgery to remove the cancer, which had miraculously shrunk from 14 centimeters to 2 centimeters. A proposed bone marrow transplant as part of her treatment was no longer necessary as her bone marrow started functioning properly.
I recovered speedily. I started physiotherapy to exercise, breathing and stuff. And then the results also came out and they said they didn't see anything.
For Professor of Hematology at SynLab Ghana, blood cancers are on the rise.
We've seen an increasing trend, in Ghana. We have other hematological cancers as well, the acute leukemias, the chronic leukemias, multiple myelomas. So we do have quite a lot of them, and they are increasing. Children and for adults, lymphomas constitute about 15%, 13 to 15% of the cancers that we see, the hematology cancers that we see.
She says anyone could get cancer and recommended periodic checkups for early detection.
It's difficult to say that, well, you have preventive measures for cancer, but let's eat right, and then also have regular checkups. I think that's something that Ghanaians don't really do much. Annual checkups, and then of course if you see any swelling or you feel unwell, the first thing you need to do is to go see a doctor so that you'll be properly evaluated.
Betty is still alive today. Her story is one of unwavering determination, the power of love and family, and the resilience of the human spirit. Join the fight against blood cancer as early detection saves lives. Emmanuel Samani, TV3 News, Accra.